Daily Broadside, day 1021. I just passed some people driving through the country near my house, and there's a horse farm. I say a horse farm. It's just a small house. They have horses, and the little running track and all the crap. But anyway, they've got this like circle gravel driveway. It's not that big. I mean, it would take you 18 seconds to drive around in it if you were going slowly. And so they're out there walking, just for exercise. And they're holding hands. I just thought that was kind of cool because they didn't need to do that. I mean, they probably just woke up together, but I think that was kind of cool. More people should hold hands. I think that's an underrated thing in a relationship. It's not even like, because I think, the pretentious part of you or the insecure part of you wants to say, this looks like we're in middle school on base 1 or something like that. But more importantly, it's quite an intimate, like, safety thing, like a comfort. It's kind of like when I step over my dog when she's laying down, she doesn't even move because she trusts me. She knows I'm not going to step on her or whatever. There's something to be said for that with regards to holding hands, whether in public or not. But the coolest part about that was I'm the only one that saw it. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I'm sure other people drove by, but my point is, I think you see my point. Anyway, did y'all see the girl that got thrown off the bridge last week with bungee cord jumping? I've never worked as a bungee cord tech or a carny or whatever they call those themselves, but I would think that some part of me would go, I don't think there's a rope attached to this chick before we just, they're holding her like they're Navy SEALs with a log on the beach. They just toss her off a bridge. I mean, it's murder, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, he can't get in their head, but I mean, that's essentially what they did. They just killed her. But I mean, the way they just chuck her off, I'm like, man, could y'all not get like a platform she could just step off? Because I think, but the crazier part about the whole situation is not that the two idiots who work there didn't, go along with the safety protocols they were probably told when they were given the job, but also that the girl, I guess she's wearing the harness, but she doesn't notice that there's nothing attached to the harness. But I got to tell you, though, man, there's something very exciting about, like, the final moments of death. That's got to be, like, the craziest rush ever. And getting tossed off a bridge and somewhere, I mean, she probably didn't even recognize it, until she just, she probably did, like, the last, 50 feet or something where she's like, man, this thing really goes low. But by then the fear, the panic, the turmoil inside your brain has got to be just otherworldly. That's got to be the greatest. That's like DMT on 80. By the way, I'm looking into an ayahuasca trip up north. So if anybody's got some details, hit me up, because I'm beyond curious about this whole thing. Right? That's an aside. It really has nothing to do with anything. But yesterday, I hung out at my house I got up. I had a bunch of stuff I was going to do, and I got out of my shop at 7:30 yesterday, and I didn't leave till 5:30. I did so much crap. I found 3 circular saws I didn't know I had. Like, it was insane how much crap I cleaned out and organized and straightened and whatnot. It's just stupid. A man doesn't need to own 7 circular saws, but here I am, and it's cool. I mean, when you got like trim blades and rough cut framing blades, you don't have to switch blades. That's cool, but I don't know if that's really worth I'm trying to just get rid of stuff as much as I can, and that's not really helping. Thinking about driving up to Washington, D.C. this weekend and procuring a piece of that peeling reflecting pool. This is the stupid. Here's the thing, right? Like, the government is so dumb with our money that they're just going to just eat it, right? Well, we'll pay another $16 million to redo it all, and it'll just do the same thing. But more importantly, like, if I pay you to come to my house and put in a new reflecting pool, and a week later it's not doing what it's supposed to do, I'm calling the contractor back and being like, hey, get back here and fix this, or whatever, or I'm taking you to court. We're not taking anybody to court because it's a no bid contract, and that dude said he's in the Poconos. Actually, I think the Poconos are up north. I don't know why he'd be in the Poconos. He's in the Bahamas. He's in Bermuda. He's in Barbados. He's in Turks and Caicos. He's in St. Kitts and Nevis. I think you get my impression. He's somewhere drinking Mai Tais and pina coladas. which I had a very good pina colada out of a Ninja blender on Friday evening. That was really good. Well, here's the other part I'd like to talk about with regards to the government. So Trump apparently spent the weekend, I think, at Camp David. Camp David's very fascinating to me. It's like a hunting retreat, in the middle of nowhere. I think it's in Maryland. And Trump doesn't like it because it's not gold-plated and it's rustic and all that crap. But he's an idiot, so he doesn't have taste. But because I'd be at Camp David like every weekend. Like I wouldn't even be at the White House. There's too many people there. I don't like that reflecting pond. It's ugly. I'll be at Camp David. But I know a guy who served there in the Marine Corps in the Bush years, Bush 1, and he had some interesting tales to tell. Some of it he still won't admit, he won't cop to. He won't tell you some stuff. Like it's still classified and whatnot. But it's an interesting place. But I just find it weird that there's a whole staff at Camp David, and let's say it's 30 people. I mean, I don't know if it's 5 or 50, but knowing the government, it's probably 30 people working out there. And Trump comes once a year. I think Biden went there. I think Clinton went there all the time. But probably to get a little, anyway. I'm just saying, if Trump goes there, I think I read that he'd been there 16 times up until this weekend. Which, let's just say, that's with his last year. Let's just say 3 times a year. Is that like if you owned a hotel and you didn't need the money to keep the lights on, but you still expected guests, but you had no idea when? So you just were always cleaning and dusting, making the pillows fluffing and all that kind of crap in expectation of somebody being there, and they may show up, but they may not. But you would go 4 or 5 months and just nobody. What kind of job is that? I would imagine they're just out there playing cards, shooting skeet, just dicking off, and then all of a sudden they get the head. I mean, surely they get the heads up, right? They're probably just. I mean, I'd like a little documentary on what the lives of those people have been like under Trump. That's got to be the easiest job ever. You got to work tomorrow? Yeah, I got to get up to Camp David. What are you doing now? He's like, I'm making beds. He's like, really? Yeah, I don't get there till about noon. I clock out about 2. That whole job must be a complete scam. They're just taking naps and watching Netflix all day long. But anyway, I would be there all the time. They would hate me if I was the president. I'd be like, son of a bitch is coming back to Camp David this weekend. We got to be here at 6 a.m. tomorrow, Anyway, so that's that. Y'all have a great Monday afternoon, and of course, before that, morning to get it.